I don't know what else to do. I was Mervelee's tutor when she registered on the Exidel Level 2 certificate in supporting teaching and learning in schools, QCF, as a teaching assistant. The LSA course lasted 5 months from January to May 2016. When I first met Mervelee, she was a bit reserved and told me she is more of a background person. However, I could identify Mervelee as a more knowledgeable practitioner from the beginning by the way she engaged, socialized, and interacted with her peers. Mervelee's peers could also identify her for being cooperative, reliable, and dependable professional who supported and was willing to share her knowledge as a learning partner. Mervelee was appointed by her group to lead the presentation for the first group project. It was evident that Mervelee is a natural leader and influencer who is willing to spend time supporting her peers to reach their individual potential. I encourage Mervelee to continue using and sharing her knowledge to empower others. Mervelee was open and honest with me about her mental health issues and informed me she was undergoing counseling. Mervelee said she did not want any misunderstandings as some days are very bad. She was determined to get back to good health and into working. Mervelee established positive relationships with her peers, encouraging them to do their best. Her sense of humor was appreciated, especially as she was the mother figure for the group. Mervelee talked about managing her disabilities with diet and exercise without relying too much on medication and was an inspiration to all. Her work was above the required standards, and she took great pride in the presentation of her assignments. Mervelee expressed her wish to do further studies and was planning to enroll on the higher level studies program to gain her teaching qualifications assessor award. Mervelee has done volunteering and I know she's ready to be back working. And 11 years I haven't worked. And they don't know what that has done to me. The acceptance by her peers enabled Mervelee to regain some of the self-confidence she lost over time. She experienced her personal crisis. We are continuing the collaborative work in partnerships developed using our shared visions and knowledge to promote inclusion, empowering others to reach their potential. Mervelee is growing from strength to strength and regaining her confidence. Mervelee can find that she finds it difficult going back into a toxic environment where she will be judged by others and feel threatened. The unfair treatments have left Mervelee feeling vulnerable. Mervelee said her vulnerability could cause her to question her abilities and functions as a more knowledgeable, reflective practitioner who developed the listening ethos. Mervelee said she was advised about the benefits from a career change. She decided to return to studying to gain the necessary qualification to get back into employment. And I never did. I never did. I tried. I never did. And I asked, and my brother said, I'm not doing any online business. My brother, who was pedagogy and is a close-knit family. And what has my brother done? My brother said my book is a scandal. Have you read my scandal book, brother? I wish God would take me. And now I know how Asta feels. I didn't. I couldn't understand how Asta could show acid on boys and sat in church and wait for police. When I throw the water on the big guilt, it's the first thing that come to mind. How did Asta feel? Did he have any emotions when he threw the acid on those boys? I don't know. Because I could never go to the stage of getting acid to throw on somebody. But then I'm looking now, and you think you lose all capacity to think rationally, and you're just thinking you need this to go away. The amount of time they can't say I didn't see who kicked the door. I didn't see her when she kicked it, but same I hear it. It's the same way I hear, and I know it's only somebody there. And you leave me to be like this. It's how much o'clock and I haven't eaten and I don't feel like eating. My brother condemned me to this life. What was my brother thinking when he condemned me to this life? That I am Devon? Devon doesn't have a choice, must have a choice. But I've done studies, you hear what he said in here, and you condemn me to a life like this, where gradually everybody's gone, and all I have to talk to is my laptop or my computer. And I'm contemplating what's my next move because I can't live like this. Although her confidence was destroyed after the years she spent managing her hidden disabilities, to become a graduate at 50 years old, she wants to get back working. Work keeps her going and gives her a sense of self-worth. As a counselor, I have been supportive of Mervelee's endeavors and determination to get back into working. Never happened. Even if not full time, Mervelee's peers were supportive of her, and those with whom she volunteered were grateful for her help. I believe Mervelee Myers can manage an early year setting. With her qualifications, training, experiences, and passion she has shown for her subject area, whilst doing the teaching assistant course, Mervelee continues to empower herself to the highest levels with her ongoing continuing personal professional development plan. I'm gonna die, God. Don't let me die slowly of torture. Let me go. Don't let me die slowly of torture. Don't let me stay in here where I can't help myself. Please, God, don't let it happen, but it will happen because I'm not eating. And there's nothing I can do about it. How can there be a God? How can my brother say my book is a scandal? How can my brother do things to taunt me? I am the one who created Community Hub. And it's my birthday and my brother don't call. And my brother is going to make an excuse. The way I call you whether you call me or I call you to talk about our auntie who needs to be buried, to take shame out of our eyes. And my brother is going to say I should not interrogate him. And then he move on to whatever. God be merciful. When will this end, God? When will you end this, God? Don't let me suffer, God. I see my granny get stroke and it altered her speech. I see everything. I know. I heard on the radio when my uncle was shot. I heard on the radio when one was chopped up in his yard. Those are the trauma. I know when my auntie was fasting and died. Those are the trauma. I can vote for Mervelee Myers as a professional who is passionate about accompli- accomplishing and achieving whatever she sets out to do. Maybe I need to find out how to end this because I don't know what else to do. I can't live like this anymore. Maybe that is will be part of my strength. Maybe this will be part of my strength. I don't know anymore. Since meeting Mervelee, she has shown her professionalism to be cooperative. She uses her initiative to empower those she works with in whatever capacity. I would highly recommend Mervelee Myers, Daniel Williams, tutor, assessor. And I don't know where none of these people that in contact with me, I don't know where. Yeah, how can I go on like these people? God be merciful. God be merciful. Don't let me suffer anymore. I have not eaten from morning. God be merciful. God be merciful. Please, God. Don't let me suffer here anymore. You can't do this to me, God. Each time something happened for my other child. You can't do this to me, God. This book is dedicated to my mother. She was a strong woman who took on many roles when she faced challenges. To my aunt Martin Nemhard, aka Evelyn Bailey, who told me this history of my Nemhard family when I visited her in St. Anne. I wish I know how to end this. To my aunt Tilly Nemhard, aka Iselin Powell. She's the one I asked my brother. I said, have you been in contact about my auntie? And my brother said, I shouldn't interrogate him. And now, yeah, my brother is no better than all those who target me. And it's make it harder because he's my brother. God, please, God, please, God, take away this pain. Take away this hurt from me, God, please. God, please. Don't let me go. Don't let me suffer, God, please. My auntie is dead. My auntie was in Jamaica going hungry. I link up back with my auntie. And I reach out to my family and I said, rally around and support my auntie. And my auntie was in Jamaica going hungry. If it wasn't for a young lady who is owing now 5 months payment, didn't get any payment, but she stick around with my auntie, what would have happened to her? And I see myself going down the same road of my auntie because everything I have is gone. And now you hear my brother is asking me how much pension I'm going to get. So my brother want to work out the pension. And he didn't try to help me secure what he knows I had. My brother knew I had money. And my brother didn't help me to secure that money. My brother know somebody was trying to scam me. And my brother didn't stop it. I am not going to entertain you. You don't know me to that extent. I've just read in this whatever. What is mental health issue? I will not entertain you. I will not entertain you on you whatever you are saying. Yeah? I don't need medication to make me feel better. I manage my whatever it is all my life. So I'm not going to entertain you on this one. I am sorry. I am sorry. What is making me feel sad all the time? I was not sad all the time. So I will not entertain you on this one. Yeah? Okay? I'm not telling you to mind your own business. You should know by now how I manage and cope. So I don't think this is very useful for me right at this moment. Yeah? What you have written there is not my business. It's yours, not mine. And that's the thing why I'm in this situation that I'm in. I've just read here where whoever I edited, I wrote this for her to approve what she knows of me. And with my situation, I was on Valium when I came. I was prescribed Valium from the age. That's why I decided one of the reasons. 20 before 20. To calm the shakes. I used to get the shakes. Dr. Campbell. Yeah? And when I come here and I studied with the Open University and I realized if I don't take control of myself, you know what they call zombie? That's what another tenant that is going through this. She sleep all the time, she doesn't. Zombie. Yes? That's what they want to make me. Which whatever. How did I manage to write a book, have 80 this right they I don't appreciate that. By now you should know me and know my views and how I manage. Yeah? How I said all the time. I haven't eaten for morning. How was I up until when I was triggered? The thing is, you think you can come here and evaluate and tell me anything you feel like telling me. I know me best. Yeah? So that's not my business. What you put there is your business, not mine, darling. It's not my business what you put there, it's yours. So I'm not going to mind it. I'm just telling you. So that would be no different from the 12-page witness statement that Mimi Owusu wrote. Yeah? And she's here, tripped up that. You don't need to be sorry. No need to be sorry. I think you may have mental health issues, sister. Huh? What mental health issues? What is your idea of mental health issues? I know what my mental health issues. Go and read the CNS King's College site and you see me there using the equipment. Go there. Yeah? What is your mental health issue? It's not my mental health issue. And that's what people now understand. That's why I'm in the situation I'm. Because anybody can come tell me whatever it is. My brother just told me earlier on is, yeah? My brother deliberately set out to provoke me. My brother declared me mad. I said one auntie, I don't know the mad auntie, I only heard about her. The one that just died now is the one I know the most. I know others, they are dead. She's the last one left. Yes? My brother used to say, nobody can write like me. Who are you? Who are you? What is your qualification to be making whatever? I think. Where do you get your I think? You are thinking, I think. Look at whatever. Okay. How do I know it's serious? But it wasn't that thingy. My mother had the same problem. What did cause my mother's problem? The fact that she had two, her mother wasn't sick for as long as but she had two whatever. My mother had to go turn man and go chop cane. My brother who had this the intensive care, you don't hear in my story, go listen to what chop cane. My brother have to stop from school some days to go help mama chop the cane. So whilst I have two children at home looking after two sick, my granny and my father died a month apart. My father was sick for over 10 years. My granny gradually, she had the first stroke. But what took my granny out with a broken heart, they shoot her son at Bernard Lodge. He was chairman of for his job. My brother was there, the one who threw acid and whatever. So you don't know the trauma that we carry in whatever. I get counseling and he's handling mine. You don't tell me what you think, darling. No, that's not helpful. That is not helpful. I am allowed Yeah, I have nobody else to talk to. So I'm allowed to do whatever I need to allow. What did I do? I started reading my book, didn't I? What makes me sad? What makes me sad? What is happening to me? It's 5 years since, it's 11 years since I wrote to the reception. I am depressed. I am slowly dying of torture. What did I done in those 5 years? I've had counseling at the Maudsley. It's documented. When they sent me on medical suspension, I'd self-referred before when allegations were made. So I seen whatever. So I know exactly what allegation does. Yeah? When they send me on medical suspension, that's breach. But I went. The minute I got there, the doctor said to me, you need to get back to your work. She advised me, she said, seek counseling, find out who you react the way you do to certain situations. Most of whatever happened with my mother, I don't want anybody to tell me what they think. I've done studies. I just don't sit down, even when it's not official, I'll go online and research. 2000 I did understanding statutory assessment. Anything to do with special needs, I don't need you to tell me what you think. It's not what you think, it's what I know. Yeah? I have seen people, this young lady, first when I decided to wean myself is what I read, what medication, prolonged medication can do. When I hear people say, once you start taking medication for diabetes, you can't come off it, nothing wrong so. I've been on morphine for maybe a month or two. They said, take it to regularize whatever. So if you don't have a condition, you don't know. Before I came to this country, I don't have to explain myself to you, but I'm explaining so I know who I am, not who you want to think I am. Yes? What helps me? Singing. And yet when I'm blocked out. What helps me? Singing. Singing is in my DNA. And I'm in here singing. And I can't sing. But yet when they're outside, they come all at me door, we're chatting loud. Because they want a real. And if I'm in here singing, if I'm in here doing my life, I don't want any of you to tell me what you think. It's the same way they send me to do assessment and they put that outside because they want to have one to say. The man said, whatever I'm saying, it's in my head. It's not happening. So nobody is kicking my door. Yeah? Feeling better is socializing. I am a person who used to buy phone to give people so they can contact. Everybody block you out. Nobody to talk to. Where do I come to talk here? And yet I have me or whoever. I don't want you to think about me when it comes to this aspect of my whatever. If it was you who is saying you want to hear me sing or whatever, and certain things I don't do by myself. I need family closeness. I said it, and I said I went to see Dr. Abu because I said to him, I don't want you to feel any way. I won't intrude in one, but I need somebody to belong to. And belonging to somebody is knowing. Sharing to say, yes, I love you because you answered my call. Yeah? So now what you think, it doesn't come in it. This is my book. The book my brother said is a scandal. My brother is gonna taunt me. Whether me call him or him call me, What have you heard about auntie? In thinking here and in here say and in did here say and him want wait pan. And then my brother is gonna tell me I'm not to interrogate him. My brother is gonna do exactly the opposite. He knows my feelings on this thingy that is money making. Yeah? So as soon as you go on Facebook and you put they tell you not to promote. Now they're making money out of your thingy. And then they put their community standards on it. And you can't do certain things, so you have to abide. That's why I'm locked up. I don't want to hear what you think about my mental health. My mental health is not an issue. Same day come other day every time. No, it's not about my mental health. It's about my physical health at the moment. Sort out my physical health and the mental health would be adjusted. I don't have a GP for 6 months from December. 3 surgeries. Why have I been kicked out? And although things are being made to say what nobody's doing anything. I don't want anybody to think about my mental health for me. I'm capable enough to think about my mental health. How does sadness come with mental health? Am I not functioning? Although not at the high capacity because my brain is gonna shrink because there's no food. So if your brain is not being nourishing, I can do things from memory and whole earl, a quote, but gradually it will go because the body is not getting food. So it's not only physical, the mental, the everything. What affects your mental health? Wanting to speak to somebody and there's nobody. And then I have me also putting these things here so there's no stress. She just keep chucking it. And then now she come in here under false name. I come talk about my mental health. Okay. Okay, so she's back. And YouTube don't see this person. Yeah, so when she's not showing things wrong. Yeah? YouTube don't see this person. Yeah? YouTube don't see this person. Yeah? Ratty is bonkers. I don't know who read my book, and I don't care who read my book. Yeah? Because if he's my brother and he is going to declare me mad, I tell my brother everything that was affecting me. You think I used to come here to talk Frank? My brother, if I am feeling down, I call my brother. And whatever it is, he taught me to. Until my brother stopped and started taunting me. My brother didn't say to me, he said, go to university for your mental health. Quick, he told me I signed up, get the money, the thingy. And then man kicked me out. My brother is going to say, I signed up for a course that I couldn't do, blah, 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 because I didn't have... When I signed up for the course, they assessed me and do everything. They said the one of the module I applied for, it was too low for me. I should go up higher. And then after that, and everything, my brother agreed with them. So I must just sit down in here and don't do nothing. My brother said, it's me, do whatever. When I resigned the first time, he said I shouldn't resign, I shoot myself in the foot. He was the one when I decided to hang on the second time. He said I should resign and come look after my house. So he's giving me contradictory message. Yeah? If you don't want to know what my book is about, you go and get it, darling. I started digitalizing. So you expect me to sit down here and tell you what my book is about? The title should say it. You need to check your mental health too. You left your yard and you come to this country. I'm not even going to tell you where you can buy it, darling. Because if you were that interested, you would know where you can buy it. Okay? I'm not going to tell you. If you're that interested in me and my book and whatever is happening to me, you should be more tuned in. So I'm not going to tell you. You want to find out information? What do you do? Yeah? I'm not going to tell you what it is about. No? I started digitalizing. I don't dare read chapter whatever. So I'm not going to tell you that information. The book is called In Honor of Strong Women Everywhere. I just said it's dedicated to my mother and whatever. So I'm not going to tell you. That's an insult. James, I'm glad you come because I was I'm not as you can see, I'm not 100, but I'm not nevertheless. And I'm glad to see you. I need to make arrangement. I still not started the phone because of where I am, but I have the phone. So maybe I can help you to you can help me to organize that as well. Take the heat off me. Yeah? So the sooner we get to sort out this thingy, I think it's the better. So I can be having something to focus on. Because this sort of thing we are doing. I spent yesterday in the garden. I didn't come out of the garden till after 6. Yeah? So I need a focus because I have nobody. Yeah? Yeah, so I was talking to my friend and he said, yes, go for it. Because the woman is here trending things around. So maybe I need somebody to help me manage my techie thing as well. And could you explain what is IG? I didn't have time to go look it up. I am a person who is social. I go to weddings, I go to funeral, I go to parties, I go to plays, I go to this, I go to demonstration, I go to this. I'm always on the phone talking to people. I'm always writing. I created 18 Facebook pages. I have how many LinkedIn? Yeah. So when they take away my job, I sung in. Oh, but you know what Instagram has done? Lock me up. I can't do live for 30 days because I was into Mr. Badaloo, the man who can take my £7,000. Yeah? Yeah, I'm getting all 100 and odd K on some of these. 110 was the high score I got. Instagram locked me out that I can and tried taking away disable my account. So whoever is paying them to make sure I don't have a voice is in it. Because even the video with my birthday, as the only one person I see right on it. So they've been hidden. So that was done for me professionally. No, I don't think I spoke to him today. No, I don't think I'm going to get my money back. I don't think he's going to. And I don't know how. Because I tried to get money back from other people through the courts and it's not happening. So I don't think he's gonna. The way he was talking, he put his line, he gave up his time and to do work for me. So I don't, the way he's talking is, whatever details would be, whatever you can find online. I don't have anything personal for him, no. All I have is his phone number and whatever he used online. So I don't have nothing for him. These people know how to. Yes, I have his bank account details. Yeah, I have his bank account details. I have his bank account details because the money transferred to his bank. I've tried to get back. There's an outstanding amount there. I tried to go small claims. Nobody's helping. So I just, in the end, it's not even worth it anymore. I can't believe Mr. Badalu would do me. Mr. Badalu is from the same parish that I'm from. And he was the one who told me that his cousin, there's an Indian girl, he said Carla Salabi is his cousin. And for Mr. Badalu to do me this, I don't think he will. Exactly. Exactly. So what they set up these things to find people like me, this is not the first time it's happening. Maybe Owusu done it, Winsome Duncan done it, Ryan Clement done it, and it's the black people who done it that's similar. I don't think a white person has scammed me. Yeah, he's Indian. Jamaican Indian. You know, when I started having concerns about him, was he took all this money off me and he asked somebody to go to court with me and to pay the person £50. But when I began to have big concerns because he come in so nice. Yes? Yeah? He came in so nice. When I started having concerns about him now, is when he started asking about my pension, about my savings, what husband, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, something is not right here. Yes. And then he's going to Jamaica. So you got how many of me? You got how many of me? How many of me? And you're going to Jamaica. So now, naturally, I'm thinking, oh, he's doing the work of the solicitor. Because he even wrote to the solicitor saying this, that, and that. Then that's what I said. That's when I started thinking. Yeah? Because they said I'm to pay 90K. The 2 case court, 20 and something, and the other make so reach up to 90K. I haven't worked in 11 years. All the savings that I have, it's been my husband, the money the husband left for me is gone. So I have one little bit left. And he was trying to find out information. He started then he's advising me that I could put some money into things that like I done it to do business, and then I'm starting to think something isn't right here. To know that the man come from the same parish I come from in Jamaica. Eh? He's asking about property, he's asking about this, he's asking about the other. And what I noticed with him too, it's about me or whatever. It has to be his way. And then he started, and I said, what is happening here? He coming like Lloyd Parker. It's only he does the foodie bit and this one is the money bit. And he's telling me about he has these Bitcoin and whatever and should invest or whatever. So he can, but he's worse than everybody else in that matter. So he couldn't care less whether they put me out the door. I'm a person who is sociable. The only sociable I have is I used to not open the because there I'll be standing at my window and Debbie will go out there. I have her camera on ready for me to look through the window. Eh? They do things to get my attention. So they will be out there and I look through the window because they want me to lock up in here. Don't open because they had a plan. That's why they make sure when they do whatever. They said I am lighting the place of fire and posting it on Instagram. Hmm? And then ambulance is coming, they call in ambulance, they're concerned about my welfare. It's not like first time I always have somebody I can call to talk. Nobody's answering phone. Nobody. So I'm here isolated. And if I sing, it's problem. Some of those videos is long time I made them and just put them up. So even some of the things when they're saying tidy up your place, black, I went through a phase. They don't know when I have gum prop that my face swell up, the diabetes swell up my face. I see somebody that I said I'm going to the dentist and look at my mouth. It's as if the amount of money I spend on dentists. But with diabetes and all what is happening, exactly. But even me also got it right because scammers, they have the same mindset. I get somebody doing professional videos through Health Tell My Soul. And it's on the scam bus and he didn't see it. Then yet when somebody coming to target me, first they said I'm spamming, whatever. But you see, from he called me and said, they said I'm spamming. I know what was coming. And then he's going to tell me he can get me back in the group, but until I do whatever. And the terms he's using. And then sometimes, I'm not telling you off. But what reason do you have to tell me off? £7,000? What did Anthony do for that? Huh? No one to talk to. No one to share ideas with. No one, even on the phone or whatever. And when you see they call now, they up to no good. You have to be thinking. Because you have your son, your grandson, you have your son, grandmother. And you know my situation. And you're gonna introduce me to somebody who's a scammer. And then you said you didn't know. And you introduce her to me because you know I need somebody to help me. And you didn't know? So then I have to be thinking, because my son you take my son to meet this woman. All of them is in it. So as I'm getting used to be on my own but I need somebody to talk to, like if it's even you guys to say, all right, help me do this. So see, madam gone back to sending the thing. So I could have little space on my phone now. She's sending all these things, so it's taking up the space on my phone. When I'm in this situation, I don't function. Sometimes now I find that even my mobile number, I can't even remember it. Simple things like that. And I have this mobile number from I get mobile number. And I don't know what is happening to my hands. These little things coming up on my hands. It's hurtful to know that I have two sons and none of them is prepared to say, this is my mom. Yet they take what I have and they're gone with it. I can't afford to let anybody else scam me. I have nothing left and I'm scared. I'm worried I will end up like my auntie. Because all she had is a granddaughter and she's struggling. And my family I link up back with her. I said, come, let's rally around auntie. And they let auntie in Jamaica going hungry. And if it wasn't for a young one who decided, okay, I'm not getting paid, let me rally around. And even since she died, she helping the granddaughter. I come here, I pack barrel, I clean toilets, I do this, I do that, clock shoot, da 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 da. Everybody. Books for school, da 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 da. And now all I need is somebody to talk to. It's not the first time my family got money. My brother who died, he had two insurance. 100,000 US money. I paid for my brother to go and collect the money. They squander hit by car, walk out a car, and all sorts of foolishness. I don't get a penny out there. Sometimes I sit before this thing because it's loneliness, and then I said, if I'm lonely, maybe thoughts might go into my head and I might eventually succumb to. So I prefer sit here. So this is a safeguarding mechanism for me too. Because out of sight, out of mind, and people don't understand. So when people are saying, do you have plans to harm you? No, I do not. But the way people mind frame is working. I don't stay in that bed longer than I have to. Because you're lying there and the negative thought is going in your head. I prefer come where I can be positive. Even not positive, but at least somebody can interact and realize, okay, she's there. That's my reason for doing some of the things. I can be seen. So I'm not there going to take something to harm myself. People don't understand I see somebody write on something yesterday. Stop mental health. This lady is doing her in a spirit or something because I'm doing the Babylon, whatever. So it takes people to understand why I do whatever. Yeah? So my time, the thing is just spontaneous. If I stop, I don't even remember what I was saying the next minute. So that's why I do recording and whatever. And to know I can write things and people use it on the app and stuff. And know that I need help, I reach out. And not even to say, yes, she sing on our app. She's a composer. Something to benefit me. Worse than all, I never expected my brothers. My big brother join in. Imagine it's your birthday. How me and my brother move our family. And he didn't call me to wish me happy birthday or nothing. I write one little message. And when I call him now, yes, he remember, but whatever. And then he's gonna, my brother is sick like Debbie Gilchrist or worse. Hater. He hate my mother and now he hates me. What for, I don't know. So it must be a serial thing that he hates woman. I buried my brother with my brother. I helped to bury the first one. I keep from everything I do, he said it's him. My thingy is as safe, at least I can be seen. Yeah? Yeah, I made them. I made them. I have a few that I made for my own thing. Yeah, because this was when I was page one of ITV News for when I was 70. And all these things portrayed across the world. And all of a sudden now I can't write my story. Some of them are there. I'm to remove. And it's my story. So that is part of why I'm on suspended sentence for telling my truth and my story. And Mimi Owusu is still here, sending things down my phone. Yeah? Mimi Owusu meet me at an event or me meet or introduce myself. April, May, June, July. Because she have company online. And since she's working with police and whatever, she said she let me do newsletter, say I'm part of the company. As soon as she get her friend said, ask me if lend her the money. She take it and then write her how much 12 witnesses all over the place. Set up thingy online. Yeah? Expose Mervelee Myers. She do it on Instagram, people finding things. Yeah? That's what she does. She has no shame. You target a person 24/7, huh? So she's there. So even if I have little space on my phone, it's not there because it keeps sending these things. That's what, because I was saying, I was talking to Dr. Abu just now, and I said, listen, the district judge Beecham did not finish the case. She chicken out when I mentioned things. So even if anything was mentioned about the 17th of April, I was to move out. It was on the 17th of March. So even if there was an oral thingy, it would have been the 20th. So how can they not send a written report here? And yet the solicitor is saying it's whatever. It's not the solicitor's jurisdiction to say order. So the person says sit tight, but don't lose whatever. There is no order. And then all they do is went online. A district judge who put a civil restraint order. What was the civil restraint order for? Me trying to get back what is owing to me. So they strike out the claim and I challenge it. It's the fact that I am not functioning. So when these things happen, I'm not eating. At the time when it was happening to my mother, I didn't know what it was. But when I got counseling, because even when I got counseling, I didn't develop the eating disorder, but there were times when my stomach would tighten up where I am not eating. So once it's progressed to this eating disorder and whatever it is, I realize it's a condition. It's caused by the stress and whatever, and what my mom had to deal with, coping with, being a mother and a father, going out to work whilst I'm there. Then she has to come. My father had bed sore. My granny started to have bed sore. That's where we're coming from. So in the end, me and my father used to share the same room when he was sick. I had to take my baby out. My baby was only whatever. I had 2 children by the time I'm 20. So my son born the 22nd of December and my father died the 9th of February. So my second son don't know my father. My first son have some memory. Yeah? It's trauma we coming from. I get counseling and I managed to go. People wouldn't know that I get the shakes or whatever. You hear me singing, you wouldn't know. It blot it out, but there are certain things I wouldn't do certain because I can't hit certain note. I can do alto, I can do treble. And now my voice is getting even sounding like a man. But I know how to blend in. But even if I'm doing a proper song, I have to have the paper just in case I miss. That's my backup. But some of what you see on IG is just spontaneous. So if I didn't record it and whatever, and used to write things down, just spontaneous. I'm rhyming and reading along. You imagine you used to, even if when I have my husband, but it's me alone. And then you're having my door being kicked, shouting. If I go down, it's the same thing. So I know 3 choirs I was in. I reach out to these people. Everywhere I've been in, little support. Robert can sing. I said, okay, Robert, now and again we could do little singing together. Yeah? Nobody. But when they want help, it's all right. Sometimes I will not go to lie until sleep is going to benefit me. Because I don't want to be sitting there and thinking what negative thoughts, and then it might lead to somewhere. I'm always prepared. Yeah? So for this people, do you plan to harm yourself? Why are you asking me that question for? So I said, yes, you send the ambulance. Where is it going to take me? I never let any ambulance take me out here to anything to do with my mental health. Because once they take you through that door, you have no say. So when they used to come, I don't call them about mental health. And if I don't need to go, because so much of the time you go, it's just waste of time. If I don't have to go, I let them treat me here and go. Because I know, for example, when I'm having the shake, and if I see certain, like, time pass and it's not, so I need to call. Like when Tom used to have the hypo. If I see certain time pass and I'm not able to, that's only when I call ambulance. Because I don't waste time. So why am I the target? Ambulance people come out, she open door and they out me door for an hour or so. What were they getting? Their stock of drugs while they were out there? I have the letters. Housing for Women wipe the portal clean. I have the letters that I wrote to say this is happening, and they force it, and just put everything to it from May 2022. All this bad thing I'm doing from May 2020, but I was writing song that is on an app. I was going here representing for Windrush again. So when just that brief period? I have no money left. So all I have to rely on is my pension. All the savings I'm save up for me gone. But what hurt me is Mr. Badaloo. He's the one that hurt me the most. Because after he done the first thing, and then and I said, no, I'm not doing it. And then he convinced me. Yeah? I said, I want to set up. You know from when? Set up my little storytelling. Do my little gardening. Another letter come, another this, another that. You reach a stage where I'm not taking care of myself properly. My hair is not washed, my hair is not combed, and all that sort of thing. And it bothers me because I'm not that. I found one video where my husband is cleaning the toilet because I used it and didn't whatever. So I put them there so people see how I've been knocked down. Yeah? So I want sometimes my husband actually looking after me instead of me looking after him. And it's okay for them to do that to me. A person who was always a carer working with the young, working with disabled. And then you put a label to it. Yeah? There's a label added. Mental health. When I leave from here, when I close down, who do I have? Nobody. So it's empty, 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 empty. No matter who me call, they're not answering. Who is calling me? They probably might have ulterior motive. I've missed all of that. I've lost all of that. For days, nobody will talk to me. That affects my mental health. It affects everything. And I start to think of the way I was raised. I'm cooking for everybody from the time my eyes are on my knee. What if we cook? We left body and coconut. So I don't let her ask me the second time. I find things to cook. And now I can't eat. Hmm. Who I never know this was what it's gonna be. 11 years with my skills. Till now I'm gonna get pension. And now my brother is asking about how much is my pension. He's another one. He cannot love his sister if he turn his sister sons against her. Turn my friends against me. Yeah? Exactly. Exactly. Yeah? The first thing they're asking, yeah? Do you plan? As soon as I'm distressed, yes. And I cannot express what I'm thinking. So if I'm not allowed to express it, it's gonna be by the time anybody maybe hear me talk and could do something about it. It's already done. So nothing can be done. I must not express that I'm feeling low. I'm feeling sad because of whatever. If I was gonna harm myself, I would have harmed myself already. That's what they should look at. What I've been through. I'm on the up. Yeah, you don't know nothing about me. You and you whatever come here. So they give them job to Ira. Are you planning to harm yourself? Over the phone. So if I'm planning to harm myself, what are you gonna do about it? Once I said yes, they send the ambulance. I've had I've had the people call me up. They're calling from the ambulance. And they're gonna send the ambulance out. Now why are you sending the ambulance out? Because somebody raised concern, they're concerned about my mental health. Yeah? And you're gonna send the ambulance out. So you have to be careful. If people start putting me on my pew and make you careful what you say, how you say it. Because they went into pounds. When it's like day into night, night into day, because I don't have anybody to talk to. I'm not functioning, so you're functioning where you could tune out. So this is like a safety haven for me. People can see me. And that's why I don't appreciate YouTube keeps saying people are concerned because of whatever. What is it? They're another set of criminals. I grew up with 7 brothers, 5 older, 2 younger. You tell me, tomboy, kick football, jump on the bicycle from the top of the hill right down, and you see your sister regretting. Well, they wouldn't see because you have to look to see. God of mercy. How did I get here, God? I write everything down. I ask for help from police. I am there helping police when I don't knew it for London. And my family abandoned me. My brother said I have no house in Jamaica. When I come to Jamaica, I can't go in his house. I can build tents on the land. And my brother come and tease me. And my brother declared me mad. I have no reason to go to bed. And when I why YouTube allow you? Why YouTube allow you to be here targeting me? Why YouTube allow you to be here targeting me, also? Why YouTube allow you to be here targeting me?